those of you who really want to watch.
Yes.
All right, so let's call the meeting of the council board to order at 8:33. And what do you got for us, Pamela?
Just doing what we did yesterday. We did issue 14,146 ballots. That also includes replacements and reissues. As of yesterday, our registered voter total is 13,786. Still a little down from the presidential primary. A lot of people moved in and moved out during this pandemic.
We'll go up again.
Yeah.
Before the presidential.
We received 9,419 ballots. One new AC voter, which will not show in the vote log as ACP
No, we have
voters.
an ACP.
We do. So that won't show in vote log because they're not in the system at all
You know
whatsoever.
what ACP is? I was trying to remember what it stands for.
Address confidentiality program.
Just confidentiality program. It's victims of domestic abuse typically who need to remain hidden from a person. And so it's run by the Secretary of State's office. All their mail goes to the Secretary of State, and they are kind of invisible.
So we have to keep special track of them and, mail them a special envelope so it goes a different direction. But just noting that, that accounts for the difference in ballots received manually and ballots received in vote log because one won't appear there. And then we had one ballot returned, one declaration returned with no ballot. And unfortunately, that feller faxed in the ballot and had no contact information, so I could email and say, hey, do you need to send the other 3 pages? So again, that is why we do this after the election, adding all the emails and phone numbers, so we do have more contact with the voter to say,
Were we
hey,
able to count the first page of this ballot?
he did receive credit for voting, yes, because we did receive the declaration. It's just like returning the ballot, return envelope and not returning the ballot. People want
I
credit.
remember you said you faxed in the ballot.
The fax in declaration,
Oh, okay.
one of the UA voters.
Confusing voting from overseas.
Yeah, they're very appreciative of it though. So no signatures received or reviewed yesterday, 14, and after the canvassing board, we did receive another 6 cures. So we accepted 6 and overall rejected 8. The mismatched signature, we reviewed 29. We processed 10 cure forms yesterday after the canvassing board meeting. So we accepted 10 and overall rejected 19. And the late return ballots remain the same as 48 reviewed, 4 accepted. And we will look at every red stamp from now on carefully, both sides, the middle, between, backwards. And so we did reject 44. And those numbers are reflected in the vote law reconciliation report on page 2 of the second page. So missing signatures 8, signatures not matched 19, and ballots with a customer 2844. That's all Nancy that balances. And as far as challenge ballots themselves, we reviewed 11 ballots, accepted 8 in whole, and then rejected 3 single races with the ballots overall still processed, with the exception of the rejected race. And didn't have to battle any discrepancies during this election. Very careful every single moment of the day, especially with the vote log reconciliation report. The ballot with the credit, or the ballot returned with the returned ballot with no ballot inside still shows as discrepancy in the report. But it doesn't show as an overall discrepancy, and that's just, an issue within vote law, but it does balance out. So as long as the zero is there, I'm happy.
So we had somebody use the AVU.
We did, the one fellow that used it a couple of years ago. Yeah, he came in and, he's happy there was volume in the headset, so that was nice. Had a, still have a hard time because visually he has a very difficult time seeing. So we were able to adjust the AVU so it made everything super, super large and then turn the volume up,
Great.
so he can hear. So he was pleased, and we were able to print his ballot and not have to duplicate it like we used to, and then just put it straight to, processing. So, there's the updated, cumulative report. There,
The reconciliation report.
cumulative report, Yeah.
The final results.
yeah, each of you have the reconciliation report, but I just put two, cumulative reports,
I
so,
wasn't looking at it, thank you. Was
That
there just one between the two of us? or-
Yeah.
Excellent.
Right.
yeah, there's two there, I'd like the three to share. So overall, at 68% is super, super good for San Juan County.
Wow, Michael Dermott got more votes than I expected. So Christine, you're right.
So just looking at a statistic, the return ballots, about half were received in drop boxes
Mhm.
or deposited here, and half came by mail.
Yeah, it was pretty equal. And like on election day, we, pulled the ballots from the ballot box across the street, 3 times? I just kept seeing so many people that, okay, sorry, we need to
And it
empty that,
was-
empty that, empty that.
It was like 3/4 full, 2 times and all the way full.
Yeah.
Wow. Good thing it's right across the street.
Yeah.
And the Orcas one must have been packed too.
Both ballot bags were completely filled up.
The new box will be
Return.
moved, by the way. It's going to be in the parking lot, in a place where people can drive by.
The San Juan.
Will be,
It won't be right there anymore. It will be in the parking lot between the theater and the courthouse. We'll do lots of advertising about the change location. It will be visible from the street. But it's gonna be in a place where people can drive by.
and drop it like you would at a mail
Yes.
drop.
Lopez is also being moved to a drive-by place, and Orcas, you can already drive by.
So at the fire station, just at the other corner of the fire station. And Orcas will stay the same, so you can reach out there.
These people will stop putting their treasurer's payments in that way.
Or they might walk to the ballot box. Yes. Yeah, there's a lot more county mail in the ballot box, but I think it's just due to the pandemic, people just didn't know, even though it says ballots.
And when does that move happen?
When we get it, it'll be like August,
So before the presidential election.
yes.
Yes. So we'll still have, our
It'll
ballot
be
box
a
here
more
in the
secure
office.
box and a larger box.
Mhm.
Size has become
Oh.
significant in the last.
You know people are gonna get confused.
I know, but we'll be telling them, we're right across the street. Anybody gets too confused, they walk over here. We also have a box.
And you know people will be confused.
It just lets them reach out to us.
Okay? I don't care what you're gonna do, and you're doing everything right, but people are gonna be confused.
Of course they are.
People want to go to the post office and then they come back here, they turn left, they drop off the ballot.
I think one thing I just learned yesterday, which I was unaware of even as a citizen of, San Juan, is that our mail outgoing is now 2:30, not 3. So I think we should do a press release
That
about,
happened during the pandemic.
yeah, and I was completely unaware of it until things says that she had to rush off. I'm like, so a lot of people think it is 3, so I think we should do a press release for San Juan Orcas and Lopez and saying, hey,
Yeah,
Get it
people in
out.
Orcas have gotten used to the 2:30.
Well, just in general, we'll be pushing for people to mail earlier
Mail early.
or use the boxes, which are safer.
mm,
Yeah, my
Yeah.
rough rule of thumb is mail until Monday, never use the box on Tuesday. Or never mail on Tuesday, always use
Yeah.
the box.
there's no guarantee that it's gonna be, date stamped
Yeah.
properly.
Yeah.
So,
If you're gonna mail it a week ahead of time.
Yeah,
That's-
now
that
I
would be
even move
comfortable.
that up further, I would say mail earlier.
mhm.
And box later. Just use more
It
of
should
the
be a
box.
lot easier being that everyone has already gone through the primary, they're pretty much know who they're gonna vote for in the state and which 40 races, and everyone else they're gonna vote for president,
Let's
for
face
sure.
it, most people do not decide at the last minute. They
No.
just.
They just decide, oh, I need to submit this at the last minute.
Yeah. Well, we do have all those charter review commission
Mhm.
races, though not many are contested, I suppose.
Well, there's, what, 16 or so running for
Yeah,
9
there's-
positions on this
But
island.
9, 6,
How many
and
are
3.
contested?
All three
All
of
of
them.
them.
Yeah,
Contested?
Well, if
Yeah.
there's more than, if there are more candidates than positions, then they are all contested.
yeah.
Because it's not like you're running for one position.
Oh, I see you marked.
There's
the
9
number.
spots
Right.
and 16 or so candidates.
Yeah.
Right.
And
I see.
you
So
get
it's
to
the
vote for 9 of them.
top 9.
I see.
So when we say vote for 6, hopefully they read it, not vote for 1. If they go for 1, that's fine, that
That
candidate
one will get a
will
vote.
get a vote, so that'll work. Any questions about the reconciliation or,
Nope.
we
No,
just-
easy election.
Okay, so, sign our.
I have a question. Did you figure out why, Carolyn, the, this doesn't show in this report, but the, some report I saw these candidates were showing up with party choices.
That's in the vote law,
Okay,
and,
can you make that go away?
I don't know if I can make that go away. I'll email Stuart and say, hey.
Does it say that on the ballots?
No, it does not say that on the ballot. The ballot is
Yeah,
clean and
ask them
clear.
to make that go away.
If it's a nonpartisan office, it's separated from the partisan office. Says,
If it's nonpartisan, it should be listed as nonpartisan.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but this is Vote Wild World.
Yeah.
What's today?
The 18th. It's not, I think,
That is a very tiny space for August.
AUG. I can fix that for November.
Well, the Orcas race, 900 undervotes, 900 blanks,
These people couldn't
Yeah,
decide.
200 vote margin.
Right.
A lot of votes turned away to the left turn.
Mhm.
Plus
Michael's. And Mindy's.
Michaels and Mindy's, and plus the margin, 20% additional who will vote.
Rick is not
And Bill's like, I won't be here.
This is handy, we're all right here to sign.
I noticed these two signed in black. And we're signing blue.
Sure, sure.
You didn't sign the one below?
No, I
Mr. Gaylor?
didn't, I didn't. Thank you for reminding me.
Is that all I need to do?
Melanie, you can just sign that. Summary.
My lawyer taught me to always sign in blue.
Yeah, that's.
Mine was too.
There
Blue one's here. There's a nice blue stamp there,
is nice blue stamp there.
pretty paper.
Is that all you need?
That is it, unless there's anything else anybody wants to discuss regarding elections. Anything else is off the table.
I thought we were reviewing the changes to the,
I just wrote that this morning too.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll take care of that next time. It's-
Need to
Nothing's
maybe-
gonna affect anything that, that we're doing.
So we need to meet before the election to do that.
I'll review the changes that we have,
There's some changes to the
canvassing board.
council board handbook we need to adopt. Okay, we're done, adjourned, unless there's any objections. At
Sounds good.
8:48.
On to the next.
Yeah, onwards.
Exciting
All
council.
right, thank you.
I'll be there.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn off our live stream here.
Alrighty.
Okay, thank you, goodbye.
Mhm.